Hey y'all, I'm Taryn. This is Taryn Talks. Now let's get into the next episode of The Never Meds, episode 6. Okay, so we open up the next morning and everybody's in the kitchen, you know, making breakfast, blah, blah, blah. And we see that Ty is actually in there making breakfast for Brittany. You know, he's, listening to her. He's actually, taking the initiative to step it up a little bit, make her some breakfast, right? And then Chris, in his little confessional interview or whatever, he's like,
this man got common sense. He's taking breakfast in bed, wrapping plates up and acting like the woman in the relationship more than the woman.
And I'm like, whoa, Chris, you done lost cool points with me. Just because a man is over here cooking breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever, supper, whatever it may be, does not mean he's being the woman in the relationship. So he lost cool points with me with that. That was not cool with me at all. Are we in the 1930s? No. Plus, Ty said he was going to do that stuff for her, cater to her, make her food, this, and that. So, shoot, if I can get a man that can cook, baby, I am set. Because your girl loves to eat. Anyway, Brittany responds very well to it. She's happy that he made breakfast for her, that he listened for now. Then we see Kiki and Tati, they're talking or whatever, and Kiki's like hee and saying everything's good between her and Brandon right now, and then Tati's saying everything's going good with her and Clay, and then Kiki says something like, oh, have y'all done it, blah blah blah. I went to the boom boom room, and Tati's like, no, we haven't done it, I want him to be more honest, with who he is as a person before I give myself, fully to him and blah blah blah.
I'm not ready to take things further than kissing and cuddling, just because I want him to be more honest about who he is, what he wants. Before I go that deep, I want to just be sure that I'm making the choice that I want to make, not the choice that he wants to make.
So we go into the next activity. Tehran is there and everything. And the game this time is she's going to ask a question and they have to write down on the board the answer to see if their answers match. And obviously if they don't match, they don't get a point. And right off the back, Cinco and Jay are feeling pretty confident, that they know each other. They actually care about, what goes on in each other's minds, like mentally, and not just the physical part. And I don't even know what's wrong with Chris today. He can't spell. He's saying purple instead of purple.
Purple?
Purple.
Alex. Bailey's. Oh.
Oh, Lord. I'm going through a lot today.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, Clavassia and Tati, they were actually doing pretty good. They were coming right up behind Cinco and Jay. They was doing pretty good. But at the end of the day, surprisingly, Clavassia and Tati actually win. And Cinco and Jay, they are so surprised. But I mean, it's no surprise that the couple that did the least was Charlie and Jamie Foxx. That was no surprise there.
Work.
I don't think that we were surprised that Jared and Dallas lost that. He don't care damn about what her birthday is, her favorite color. He probably know her children's names.
And then Jamie Foxx gonna say they lost or whatever because they already had these conversations 4 years ago, and I guess it wasn't fresh in their mind.
A lot of the questions were geared toward new couples, but Charlie and I have known each other for so long that we've had these questions and had those talks so long ago that they just weren't fresh in our minds.
So then Tehran asked the question, what's better, online dating or in real life dating? And everybody, all the couples say in real life, of course, except for one.
He's the only one who said it. To me, it was kind of disrespectful.
And this man gonna say, well, online is less stressful, with this and that. When you in real life, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And basically, Tehran explains okay, so basically you don't want to do shit. You don't want to put in any work.
Online, if I want to get off the phone, I can get off the phone with you. I for damn sure don't have to ride around and take you on dates every day. So I was looking at it from that standpoint.
You don't like putting in the work.
I mean, that's what I got from it too, Toronto girl. That's what I got from it too. You don't want to put in no work. I don't know what's up with Chris. He's showing his true colors now. I don't know if I like him. So Tehran asks, is it ever okay to lie in a relationship? And everybody is saying no, hell no, no. And then we get to Clay and Tati, and Alexia is sitting right there. They put up no, right? And she makes this noise
Wait, what's that? What's all these rebuttals we getting? Are we minding other people's business?
Just a little messy. She makes that noise. And she starts rubbing his back. And I'm thinking okay, everybody already knows that he hasn't told Tati about the baby he had. But he also did lie about, being vegan and not eating meat. But she found out about that. Because I'm thinking, okay, Alexia is talking about the fact that Clay got a baby. Everybody in the house knows about it, except for Tati. That's what I'm thinking she's making a noise for. Which I'm okay, it's kind of messy. But, Clay being more messier. So that's what I'm thinking it is. Come to find out, Alexia don't even know about this baby. She was sitting here talking about the vegan thing. I keep saying Alexia. I'm sorry, girl. Alexis.
Secret was, he really ate meat when he said he was
That
vegan.
ain't the damn secret.
Well, then I don't know any other secret.
Well,
Because I'm thinking she's talking about the baby thing, because I thought everybody in the house knew except for Tati. But we find out that not everybody knows. Everyone's slowly finding out, which kind of like kind of means the girls are slowly finding out. Because of course he's gonna tell all the dudes, all the boys. But I was like, wait, what? And then I'm also wondering, I'm assuming Tati thinks that Alexa is talking about the vegan thing. You know, that's what I'm assuming. Like, maybe Tati thought she was talking about the vegan thing, but that they had obviously already squashed that. This is probably why she didn't say anything. So what does Alexis do? She immediately goes to the kitchen and goes to talk to Tati with everybody there in the kitchen, because I think tonight it looks like Tati and Clay are making dinner. She goes in there to talk to Tati about like, hey, you know, I wanted to apologize, you know, about making noise during the activity. You know, I was just joking, blah, blah, blah. And Tati's like, oh, yeah, I get it. You know, I get it.
It was just about the vegan thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I don't know no secret. I don't know if it's something else. You know what I'm saying? It was just about that.
Clay is over there sweating bullets. He's sweating bullets. Because Alexis continues on to say like, oh yeah, I don't know about any other secrets. Only thing I thought about was the vegan thing, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, after she's been talking to Tati, she's like, hey, Clay, can I talk to you? So they go talk in the corner, right?
So apparently you have a secret?
Oh, I was trying to get her some flowers.
He said he got her some flowers. And I'm like, man, this man is a true fuckboy. He's a true fuckboy. Like, he reminds me of my ex. Like, just a true fuckboy. He said some flowers.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already hot as hell in this kitchen. I'm sweating like, oh my God. And people are bothering me.
And I didn't understand because there was other people in the kitchen, but he gonna go to Brittany.
Miss Brittany, can I see you later so we can finish cooking here, please?
And Brittany kind of clapped back, and she's like,
So it's funny to me that the main person that was in my way when I was cooking is asking me to now evacuate the kitchen.
I don't want no smoke. I just want to cook. Getting irritated because there's so many damn people in here.
she like, y'all were in our way, and I didn't tell y'all to leave. And Clay is like, you know, I don't want no smoke. I'm just getting irritated because there's so many people in here. And he walks out. And I'm like, nah, you getting irritated and nervous because your lie about to come out. Your shit about to come out. That's what's about to be. Yo, you about to be caught out on your shit. That's what it is. Anyway, so they all preparing their plates, and Clay is like, you know, I don't want to be a player. I don't want to be a player no more. And, you know, I'm not the type to keep secrets.
I don't want to be a player. I don't want to, you know, trying to lie or keep a secret. That's not me.
But yeah, you keeping it secret for this long. Like, I hate when people say that. I'm not the type to do this, but that's exactly what you're doing. And I can tell that is the exact type that you are. Then everybody is sat down at the table, you know, and Clay just wants to make this big old announcement, just doing already doing too much, still doing too much, talking about, oh yeah, I'm just happy to be here with y'all, be here with my love, this and that, just putting hella extra sauce on it, you know, love bombing her like crazy. And everyone's kind of peeping it like, bro, you doing too much. But anyway, he gonna leave whatever, and he actually comes back with the flowers that he had mentioned to Alexis earlier.
I got this for mine.
Aww, thanks, babe.
That man actually has the flowers. Like, he is just straight love bombing. Like, this is ridiculous. And it's just like, it's coming off, so it's not coming off fake to her because she don't know that he is this has a secret. But to everybody else, it's like, bro, come on.
Clay and Tati, and I mean that it's just a joke.
I feel like if I was in that situation, I'd be like, okay, you know what, Clay? It'd be one thing if this, you know, secret wasn't just like an elephant in the room. You know, it was just like, okay, it's there. But it's like, you keep love bombing this girl. You know, you got us accessories witnessing this love bombing. Like, boy, like, come on. You gonna need to tell her right now, or I'm gonna say something after dinner. Like, it's just annoying. It's funny I say I'm not the type, but I really don't. I don't be getting people's business. But this shit, no. And I think it's more so because I've gone through this before. So I can relate to it. And I would have liked if somebody would have hinted towards me. Even though I kind of already knew, and he was still lying to me and gaslighting me, but I'm just like, Clay, you wrong. And also the fact that he's just making a fool out of her. He making her look so dumb and so stupid, which I'm a girl's girl. Yeah, I'm a girl's girl. I don't like that shit at all. So on this episode, the after dinner game is Never Have I Ever, right? Fun game. Anyway, so everything's going cool, whatever, blah blah blah. Y'all, and all I gotta say is Clay, he ain't got no fingers left. Like, that boy has lived. he done did everything. He done did everything pretty much. Anyway, so they get to the question where they say, I think it's Brittany. Is it Brittany or Charlie? They say, never have I ever slept with 2 people in the same day. And Jay puts her finger down. Cinco automatically notices it, and he's like,
never have I ever slept with more than one person in the same day. 24 hours, or like the day.
Excuse me, what did you do? Oh you did that this year?
Why are you asking me questions?
Because
you finna piss me off.
It's a funny thing when people say don't piss me off, because usually the people who are saying don't piss me off really don't have any right to be saying that. They'll piss me off because they're usually the ones in the wrong. And in this case, she is the one in the wrong. But anyway, so all you see is like Cinco like ducking down, trying to say like, who, like, did you, was it this year? Was it that year? What year was it? While everyone's still talking, because apparently Cinco and Jay, they're perfect. They're the perfect couple. You know, they don't have any arguments, blah, blah, blah. So they trying to do it on the low or whatever. And the whole time I'm just like, okay, let's go. Let's go. Cinco and Jay look like they got some shit. Okay, let's go. Where my popcorn at? Where my popcorn at? Nah, but she got super defensive, and I was like, oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Anyway, afterwards they get up and leave the table, and they continue to have their conversation, like, you know, off to the side or whatever, and she won't answer the question.
But Jay didn't want to answer the question. Things like that just throw me for a loop. And I don't want to say she's lying, because that's a serious thing, but the story is just not adding up.
If it was the other way around, she knows she would have been in his ass about it if he wouldn't answer her.
Not a secret,
okay,
but if I don't know something, I just don't know.
Girl, how do you not know when you slept with these 2 people in the same day? How do you not know that was this year? How do you not know if it was that year or the year before? How do you not know that? Or even 10 years ago? Like, that makes no sense. There's something she knows that she don't want to tell him. And I don't like that. I do not like that. So she's being way too defensive. And side note, I really admire Cinco to even want to communicate and talk to her about this too, because not a lot of guys want to communicate. Not a lot of guys want to be honest, and it seems like they have an open, you know, like an open relationship where they communicate about a lot of things. And so, I mean, that's a plus coming from a guy. Like, that really is a plus. And I'm not gonna lie, she was pissing me off. She was over here talking about it's not important and that she don't know and this and that. She don't remember. Girl, which one is it? Which one is it? Because how you not gonna remember when you slept with these 2 people in the same day? How you don't remember if that was that year? Like, girl, bye.
Like, he holds on to the issue for too long. Let it be that. Why are you still talking about it?
She gaslighted the fuck out of him. That's why she pissed me off. She gaslighted the fuck out of him. And then she's gonna say, you know, whenever they are talking about something or discussing something, arguing, whatever, he holds on to it for too long and doesn't want to let it go. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, because you won't answer the question. You want to just shut down, shut the fuck up, and not even answer the question. That's why. That's why he ain't letting it go, because you're not answering the question. You're not closing it up. You're not closing that chapter. You're literally just leaving it open because you don't want to be bothered with it. And to me, I'm just saying, that's usually the man is doing that. Not saying women don't do it. Of course, women do it, obviously, this right here. But it's just giving, I don't know. So for these episodes, you know, obviously everyone is kind of having a close friend or a close family member of theirs coming over. And in this episode, Jay's sister comes, and then Cinco's friend comes. So Jay's sister comes, and she just obviously tells him what happened. You know, he pissed me off. And then Cinco is talking to his friend, and he tells him, obviously. And then we find out also that I guess he is the common denominator between Jay and Cinco, because apparently his friend had followed Jay, and then that's how Cinco found her. So at that point, I'm wondering, like, oh, okay, did they have something going on? But I don't know. And so Cinco tells his friend, you know, what happened at the table, this and that. And his friend is like basically just saying like, oh, you know, well, maybe she didn't want to talk about it in front of them. And Cinco's just like, well, I mean, it's a yes or no question. And I agree with him on it. All she had to do was say yes or no. Especially if it's yes, like, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. Especially if it's no, if it wasn't, you know, obviously that year. Like, it would have been done. Like, the conversation would have been done. But so the fact that she let it go on for this long, she saying she don't remember, I don't know. I don't know. So for Cinco to be like, okay, maybe a red flag, I mean, he's valid on it. Anyway, so all of them get together, Jay, Cinco, Jay's sister, and Cinco's friend. They all start talking or whatever about the whole situation, you know, about her not answering. And Jay is like,
I don't have to answer every question you ask me.
And I'm like, girl, wait, what? Who says that? To your boyfriend? To someone you're dating? I ain't gotta answer your question? I was just like, girl. I was kind of like, girl, who hurt you? She just snapped at him. I was like, what? What do you mean you don't have to answer his question? if it's somebody you want to be with, yeah, you do need to answer his question. And I'm so glad her sister put her in check.
When you're dating somebody and you're not you're kind of like in that stage where you're kind of obligated to kind of answer those questions because you're getting to know them.
Exactly.
So y'all 10 years in and I don't got to answer a question, but you don't know this motherfucker. If he asks you a question, answer it.
Because if she asks me a question, I'm going to answer it.
Because why not?
Thank you. Why not?
I got you.
She was like, yeah, you do need to answer his question. If you want to be with this person, you need to answer his question. Like, what are you talking about? You know? And I'm thinking, like I said, turn the tables around. You would want him to answer your question. Girl, like, what is you talking about? So I was so glad that her sister put her in check. And she also added that she's not good at good communication, which is obvious. And we see Jay, she's over here talking about that, you know, single is different from the other guys that she's dated before, and she's never really thought about long-term with dating previous guys.
With Cinco was different because he's a really good guy. Different than what I normally go for.
And I'm like, girl, it shows. Girl, it definitely shows. It shows. And then we go to Tati and Clay. They on the patio or whatever, you know, being lovey-dovey, talking, being intimate, you know, just talking or whatever. And then a little bit later, Tati asks Clay to actually apologize to Brittany, and he does it very genuinely, and Brittany, she accepts it. And then, y'all, I'm telling you, like, the music was going, Tati was talking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't let them go into the boom boom room. And they did.
Typically, it really does take me a longer time to open up and show my more affectionate side. But because I know that he cares about me, I'm gonna make the most of this experience and be open and see where it can go.
I was like, no, don't go to the boom boom room, girl. He lying to you. He lying. Girl, no. They went to the boom boom room and they done boom boomed. Like, damn girl, I'm telling you, that love vomit is real. Like, he's literally making a fool out of her. Just horrible. So next morning, I think it's next morning, we see Charlie and Brittany talking outside, and Charlie tells Brittany that Clay is having a baby, or Clay has a newborn baby, and she starts laughing or whatever.
Is that Clay also has like a baby?
The baby's already here.
The baby.
I don't know. Some people got this, like, they just laugh when they're nervous or whatever. I don't know. I didn't really like it. I was like, why did you laughing? What was you laughing for?
I'm glad it's not me.
Right. Girl, I think a lot of people glad they not you. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, here lying on your 2 kids, talking about you had hernia surgery when you was really giving birth. Girl, bye. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this messy ass episode, and I will see y'all next time for episode 7.